Okay, well, hello guys. This is the third video I think I've made. Um, I do think that I'm planning on changing it up so that the next one is probably going to be edited. Like, it's not just going to be a video of an iPhone recording. I feel like I actually want to put a little bit more effort into this. I've only been doing these video recordings just because I want to get them out of the way. But now that I've low-key been thinking about it and stuff, I feel like I'm fine. I think I have like a habit at this point. So I should be fine to maybe put a little bit more effort. So I'm just curious if you guys want to put input, just put in what you would like. Would you prefer me to do like updates every week? Like that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking of doing one update on the Friday or Saturday and one update during the middle of the week, sometime like a smaller one. Or would you want me to do like an update every day? But that would probably be a lot shorter, and it'll probably only be on the days where I actually draw. Or would you want me to do like something else? I don't know. It's not like I'm new to doing YouTube. It's just the first time I've actually been a little bit less focused on making videos and more focused on doing stuff, you know? You know what I mean? I don't know if you know what I mean. I also have an Instagram that I made that is just simply for this, for art. So if like let's say you guys want to contact me or anything, that's open. And I attach it to the channel, but I'm also gonna put in a description. So like let's say you guys want to contact me or give me advice or just say hi. It's gonna be there. Just follow me, message me. I'll follow you back. But other than that, this is my progress I've made in the last week. This week was my reading week. So this is the 1 week I've had off since September 1st. And unfortunately, I said I was gonna get myself to 100 hours of total drawing, and I'm only at like 93. I might get a bit done. Well, it's today, but I'm gonna count this as tomorrow on Sunday. I might get a bit done on Sunday, but I unfortunately didn't get to 100. So next week is gonna be the 100 hours of total drawing. So, uh, it's all right. So this page, this is the first page I did since the last video. Well, not the last video, since the first video. The last video is just was covering what I did on this page and what I did on this page, so I'm not gonna talk about that. So this was the start of the week. I don't know what I was doing. I think I got a little bit more confident in drawing heads and stuff. I don't actually hate these. Like low-key, I think they look really nice. So I was actually putting hair on it. Hair is one thing that I really struggle with, but I don't think all of these look entirely trash, right? Most of these are references. None of these are like original. I'm using references for most of them. Anything that looks really janky, it's probably because I didn't use a reference. Like, so then these are some more shapes. These were done on the same day. So I think this was the Monday. I don't think I did anything on Sunday. Wait, let me do the math real quick, sorry. Today is Saturday, no, yesterday was Saturday the 2nd. So 2, so 1, so Friday was 1, so Thursday was the 31st. So 31, 30, Wednesday, 29. Yeah, Monday. So these were done on Monday. So I think this is like a photo of Zorro. I don't know. It just strikes to me as Zorro because it has the eye. Sorry for interrupting you guys. Also on top of that, you can see a few like sort of more body. Like this was like a body. This one was like I tried to copy a pose. So you see I'm starting to progress. This one looks really nice in my opinion. I'm starting to progress away from just doing the heads, which is one of my goals I think I outlined in my mini update, where I'm starting to progress into actually doing like full character bodies. I think doing it similar in the progression way where I started out with the skeleton and then I'm gonna start filling it out. I think that's gonna be my goal. So starting out with the skeleton, this one I think looked really good. Then this was done on the 29th, so this was on Tuesday. So the Tuesday I went, okay, we're gonna draw one. This is a pose. I forget where the pose is from. These are a lot more heads. You can see I'm starting to put stuff on the heads like people were suggesting. And, I think a lot of these look nice. Some of them definitely look weird. Like this one, I don't know what's going on here. This is like one of the heads that was in one of the manga I've been reading. Oh, I don't know if you're gonna see that. I just had a low battery pop up on my screen. I don't know how that's gonna turn out. Anyways, this is one of the heads from one of the manga I was reading, but I cannot pronounce it correctly, right? It's like Gachi Akuta or something like that. Sorry if I butchered it. Um, I'm really liking it. I started reading it like a month ago, but I took a massive break because of school. So some of these look really nice. Some like this one, I think this one looks really good, but some of these definitely look goofier. I feel like the ones that look really good are the side profile because the side profile is just easier to me. Then over here, this was the Wednesday. This is when I was like, okay, I think I can really see me improving. So I wrote a lot down, just trying to collect my thoughts because I woke up at like in the middle of the night and I was like, I need to write this down or else I'm gonna forget it. So it was just me writing down essentially my thoughts about drawing and where I'm at currently. So like I wrote like how I felt like I've done my heads enough that they're actually really good for how much time I spent on them, and that I just need to passively do it. Like I don't need to focus on doing it correctly. I don't know. This is just my observation. I am a person who doesn't know how to draw. So like please correct me if I'm thinking out of the box. But this is just me outlining what my next goals are. Essentially, I intend on doing anatomy. It's also me showing me how many hours I have. So now this is Wednesday. This is Wednesday in the middle of the night. And I was like, okay, I've got 3 days. I know I'm not going to be able to do anything on on Saturday, because that's my best friend's birthday. So I'm not going to be able to do anything on Saturday. So I've basically got 3 days to get from 84 hours to 100 hours. I'm like, okay, I'm going to do as much as I can, right? So I do a few bodies here. This one I think looks really nice. Sorry if I'm rambling. It's just how I talk. Doing a lot more heads over here. I know I literally just said a second ago that I need to start phasing it out, but I was doing it in the process. Like most of these were just from my head. Like I didn't actually use any references for these. Of course, the poses are all using references. I don't believe in using like no references for them, especially since I don't know what I'm doing at all. More boxes, more circles, spheres, cylinders. Sorry if the camera's not panning to where I'm looking or talking about. Boxes, stuff, and stuff. I mainly do boxes when I feel like I want to get my arms moving, but I also don't know what to draw. So I just do them while I'm waiting for things to draw. Right? So this is more heads. These were all done on the 30th. Later in the day, they weren't done at midnight and stuff. So this, if you notice, I'm gonna move this over so that you guys can see what the date says on here. If you notice, this says November 1st. Now I said I was gonna get from 84 to 100 hours in 3 days, and there's a reason why the 31st is not there. The 31st is the one day this week I didn't do any drawing whatsoever. I never opened up. I think I opened up Clip Studio Paint for 2 seconds and then I closed it. Now, on the 31st, my sister stayed home from school, right? Even though it's Halloween and everything. So I ended up just hanging out with her because my mom's busy doing her work because she works from home. So I ended up making cookies and stuff. And even when I had the time to draw, I had no energy to get out of my bed. I feel like unless I have the motivation, I shouldn't be forcing myself. And there's a difference between forcing yourself to draw and forcing yourself to draw with no motivation. Excuse me. There's a difference between forcing yourself to draw and forcing yourself to draw with no motivation. Like, I know I need to get better, right? So that's motivation in itself. But if I have no motivation whatsoever, I'm not gonna do 100% of the effort in what I'm doing. So most of the time when I do force myself to draw, it's because I am thinking, okay, I gotta draw because I need to improve, right? So that's when I do actually do it. But I had no motivation to get out and do anything. So November 1st. Sorry for the little rant. Uh, I was reading Jujutsu Kaisen at this point. Well, it's not that I haven't read it before, but I was starting to read it again because I'm too lazy to wait for a season 3. So it's just me getting out of the habit. You can see some terrible hair over here. I'm starting to get more hair done. I know people said stop doing the eyes, but I just really like doing them. So I still do them from time to time. This is a pose I think I did really well, right? Even though it kind of got cut off, I thought I had space, but I didn't. But I think I did this really well. More shapes, more stuff. Let me move this back over. So over here, more faces and stuff. I just was writing words here, drawing and drawing. And then over here, these were, I think every single face on here is done from a reference. I didn't bother putting any noses because I just want to see if I can get the shape done well, consistently, and I think I can. So I don't know what the purpose of this was. If anything, it was wasting time, if I'm going to be 100% honest. I feel like this was a waste of time, but honestly, I don't regret it. It's hours put in, it's work put in, and at the end of the day, it's progress. So even though it might be slowing my progress down a bit, it's progress. So we'll take it. Then over here, another pose. This was another one I think I did really well. This face, I just got ugly. I thought it was ugly, so I stopped working on it. This is another eye I did. I just like drawing them, more squares and shapes and stuff, and that's really it. That was on Friday. Then on Saturday, which was supposed to be today or yesterday or whatever, sorry if I'm confusing you guys, I drew these before I went to my friend's house for his birthday. This was just a really me trying to do it, but not really wanting to put too much time into it because I knew I had to get out of my bed and go. So overall, I think this is a lot more work I've done over this week than I have in like a while. I do have a few assignments I have to hand in once I go back to school. So, and then that's also the last page. So we're going to new pages after this. So for how far I am in this book, I am around 27% done this book. 27% done. So you can sort of see how far I've gone. I've gone up until this point. So that's 27. It looks like more, but it's 27% done. And that means that I could potentially finish this by the end of the year, keeping in mind that I got this at the beginning of October. And I only really worked on a lot of it once I started this channel. Once I started this channel and committed to posting my progress, I felt like I have a responsibility to upload this. So overall, I think I'm moving in the right direction. I think if I keep this up, I should be fine. Thank you if you've gotten this far. I know I ramble. I know I probably don't do a really good job of orchestrating my thoughts. I don't spend multiple takes on this, except for like the first video, because it messed up the video. But I really enjoy the fact that I can share my progress, and I'm not really the only one drawing. If I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if I said this already. I might have said this. I might be a broken record right now. But the reason I started drawing is because, unironically, I've had this dream of like not, I wouldn't say, it's more like a story, and it's been happening sequentially since, like, I would like to say March, and it's sort of evolved over time, and I just really want to get it down, but I don't know if I can write it, because even though people tell me I do have good writing skills, I don't. Whenever I think of it, it's never written. It's always in a visual format. So I want to be able to translate what I what I dream about onto paper to some capacity, and maybe that will help me go forward. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I don't know if I'm ever gonna release this. I don't know if it's just gonna stay in my head. But one day, once I'm able to do that, I think I will have accomplished what I needed to do. So that's my goal, just to be able to visualize what I dream about. And this has been happening a lot. I stopped having dreams about this story around, I think, the like 2 weeks after it happened. But I watched Jujutsu Kaisen season 2, and it just reignited it. And I've I have not been able to get this out of my mind for since August. Like, I watched that August 5th, right? And from August 5th to today, which is November 3rd, I have been having the same dreams every day. So I've gotta do something about it. I've been writing down what I do remember, so it's not like it will be forgotten forever, right? Even if I was to forget the dream, I already know how the story ends. I already know how the story begins. I just need to have the ability to put it on a sheet of paper. So until that happens, I will continue to draw. I don't really care how good my drawings are when I start. It's I don't really care if I can make money off of it, if it becomes anything really big. I just want it to be out there so I can see it, so that other people can see it. So that's really my motivation. My motivation for drawing. Yeah, I do want to get good at drawing. Yeah, if I said anything else, that's also true. I'm not lying when I say that I want to draw because I want to get good at it. I've always wanted to get good at drawing. I've always said that I'm going to do it one day, and I'm actually doing it now. But the true thing that motivated me to start was that, and it will always be that. There's so many other reasons that I do want to get good, but that is the reason I started. So that's my goal, just to visualize it. Don't know what I'm gonna do with it. Um. Anyways, sorry for rambling. It's 18 minutes in. Trust me, the next video I'm gonna put a little bit more effort into it. I do plan on just releasing a mini next week sometime, and then actually editing and releasing a video next week for the recap for the 100 hours, because I should hit 100 hours next week. Otherwise, thank you guys for watching, and peace. If you want to follow me on Instagram and message me, it's going to be there. And otherwise, thank you for just sharing your time with me. I'll see you guys later.